Do you ever feel like there's a hand around your throat, squeezing just tight enough to keep you quiet, keep you small, keep you from going after what you really want? That's self-doubt, my friend. It's that nagging voice in your head telling you you're not good enough, smart enough, or brave enough. Well, I'm here to tell you that voice is a liar. You are capable of amazing things. You have greatness inside of you. And in this video, we're going to break free from the chains of self-doubt and unleash that inner confidence you were born with. We're going to arm you with practical, actionable strategies that you can start using today to start living the life you deserve. Get ready to take some notes because things are about to get real. It's time to stop letting self-doubt run the show. Are you with me? Do you ever feel like self-doubt is holding you back from reaching your true potential? In this video, we'll uncover proven strategies to overcome self-doubt and build lasting confidence. Let's dive in. First things first, we need to understand what we're dealing with here. Self-doubt is a sneaky little devil. It disguises itself as reason, as protection, when in reality, it's nothing more than fear dressed up in a suit. It's the fear of failure, the fear of judgment, the fear of not being good enough. And you know what? That fear is total BS. It's rooted in past experiences and negative self-talk, in beliefs that were literally handed down to us by other people. Think about it. When you were a kid, did you ever hear things like, "Don't be so loud," or "You're too sensitive," or "Why can't you be more like your brother?" Those messages, those offhand comments, they seep into our subconscious and start to shape how we see ourselves. We start to believe that we're not capable, that we're not worthy of love and success. But here's the thing, those beliefs are not facts. They are simply thoughts that we've chosen to believe. And just like we can choose to believe those negative thoughts, we can also choose to believe something different. We can choose to believe in our own power, in our own potential. Now, I know what you're thinking. Easier said than done, right? And you're not wrong. Changing those deeply ingrained beliefs takes work, but it's possible. And the first step is to start becoming aware of those negative thoughts when they pop up. Pay attention to the stories you're telling yourself. Are you constantly putting yourself down? Are you focusing on your flaws instead of your strengths? Once you start to become aware of those negative thought patterns, you can start to challenge them. Ask yourself, is this thought really true? Or is it just my fear talking? 9 times out of 10, you'll find that those negative thoughts are nothing more than lies that you've been telling yourself for far too long. And once you start to see those thoughts for what they really are, you can start to replace them with more empowering ones. Remember, you are not your thoughts. You are the thinker of your thoughts. And that means you have the power to choose which thoughts you want to focus on. Choose wisely, my friend. Okay, so we've called out the lies of self-doubt. Now, let's replace them with some truth, shall we? And the best way to do that is with the power of positive self-talk. I know, it sounds a little woo-woo, but trust me on this one. Our brains are incredible machines. They believe what we tell them, whether it's true or not. So, if you're constantly telling yourself you're not good enough, guess what? Your brain's going to believe it, and it's going to act accordingly. But here's the amazing thing, the opposite is also true. When you start feeding your mind positive affirmations, when you start speaking to yourself with kindness and encouragement, your brain starts to rewire itself. It starts to believe in your potential, and it starts to show up differently in the world. Think about it like this. Every time you have a negative thought, it's like you're digging a groove in your brain. The more you think that thought, the deeper that groove gets, and the harder it becomes to break free from it. But when you start thinking positive thoughts, you're essentially digging a new groove. And over time, that new groove will become stronger and deeper than the old one. So how do we actually do this? It's simple, but it takes practice. Start by identifying the areas where you struggle with self-doubt the most. Is it your career, your relationships, your body image? Once you know what you want to work on, create a few affirmations that resonate with you. And make sure they're in the present tense as if they're already true. For example, instead of saying, "I want to be more confident," try saying, "I am confident and capable." Feel the difference? Write down your affirmations and put them somewhere you'll see them every day, on your bathroom mirror, on your phone's lock screen, even on your refrigerator. And then here's the key, repeat them out loud every single day. It might feel weird at first, but I promise you it works. All right, we've talked about the power of our thoughts, but here's the thing. Thoughts without action are just thoughts. It's time to put all this positive self-talk into practice and start taking action. Because here's the secret. Confidence doesn't come before you take action. It comes after. Think about a time when you did something that scared you, something you didn't think you could do. Remember how good it felt afterward? Remember that surge of pride and accomplishment? That's confidence, my friend. And the more you step outside your comfort zone, the more you prove to yourself that you're capable of handling whatever life throws your way, the more confident you become. Now, I'm not saying you have to go out and quit your job or climb Mount Everest tomorrow. Start small. What's one thing you've been putting off because of fear? Is it signing up for that dance class? Is it finally having that difficult conversation with your partner? Is it applying for that promotion? Whatever it is, I dare you to do it. And here's a little trick to help you get unstuck. Act as if. Act as if you're already the confident, successful person you want to be. How would that person walk? How would they talk? How would they dress? Start embodying those qualities even if it feels uncomfortable at first. Because here's the thing, our brains don't know the difference between what's real and what we imagine. So when you act as if you're already confident, your brain starts to believe it, and it starts to show up in your actions. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear. It's feeling the fear and doing it anyway. So go out there and do the damn thing. Okay, let's talk about failure, because let's be real, it's going to happen. We all fall down sometimes. The key is to not let those falls define us. Here's the thing about failure, it's not the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone to success. Think about it. Every successful person you can think of has failed at some point in their lives. They've been rejected, they've made mistakes, they've fallen flat on their faces. But the difference is, they didn't let those failures stop them. They learned from them. They got back up, dusted themselves off, and tried again. So, the next time you experience a setback, and you will, I want you to reframe it. Instead of seeing it as a failure, see it as a learning opportunity. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? What can I do differently next time? Because here's the truth, you're not a failure until you give up. As long as you keep going, as long as you keep learning and growing, you're on the right track. So embrace your failures, learn from them, and then let them go. So there you have it, practical, actionable strategies to break free from self-doubt and build unshakable confidence. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination. There will be good days and bad days. There will be times when that voice of self-doubt creeps back in, but now you have the tools to silence it. Now you know that you are worthy, you are capable, and you are strong enough to achieve anything you set your mind to. So go out there and create the life you deserve. I'm cheering you on every step of the way. Self-doubt may whisper in your ear, but you have the power to silence it with these proven strategies. Start your journey to self-confidence today, and let me know which strategy resonates with you most in the comments.